Hi students, welcome to my channel Doctor's Physics, and in this video I am going to start the chapter Basic Mathematics. And in this Basic Mathematics we are going to study about quadratic equations, binomial expansion, then trigonometry function, then differentiation, integration, maxima and minima, and then vernier calipers, screw gauge, and lastly about logarithms and progressions. These are the topics we are going to see in this chapter Basic Mathematics. Already in your school days, you guys completed quadratic equations, trigonometry, vernier calipers, screw gauge, logarithms and progressions. These topics already you guys completed in your school days. And so we will see these topics a little bit faster. And when it comes to the binomial expansion, differentiation, integration and maximum and minimum, we will see it a little bit slower. And always in this chapter, I am going only basics. I am not going anything deeper into the concept, just basics. Okay, we'll start with the quadratic equations. Before studying the quadratic equations, we'll see a few formulas. What are those? A plus b whole cube. See what is the formula for a plus b whole cube? A cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. If it is a minus b whole cube means a cube minus b cube minus 3ab into a minus b. Now we will see next one, a cube plus b cube formula. What is a cube plus b cube formula? That is a plus b into a square plus b square minus ab. If it is a cube plus b cube, then here only one place there will be minus. Now next one, a cube minus b cube. What is a cube minus b cube? A minus b into a square plus b square plus ab. Please remember this. Now lastly, a square minus b square. What is the formula for a square minus b square? A plus b into a minus e. Please remember these formulas. Will you frequently use these formulas when you are solving the problems? Okay, now we'll see the quadratic equations. Now we'll see quadratic equations. Okay, all the quadratic equations will be in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Where a, b, c are the constants. And the roots of the quadratic equations are x1 and x2. And the roots I can find by using the formula. What is the formula? Minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. If it is plus, I will get one root, and if it is minus, I will get one more root. Okay, now the roots may either be real or they may be imaginary. Or the roots may be either same or they may be different. Now when they will be real, when they will be imaginary, when they will be same and when they will be different, now we will see. Now by that I can find by using the value that is b square minus 4, that is discriminant, that is b square minus 4ac if it is greater than 0. Then the roots are real and they are both are different. That means the equation is having two roots. Now if it is equal to 0, then they are real and both the roots are same. That means x1 and x2 both will be same. Therefore the equation is having only one root. Now if it is less than 0, then it is imaginary. Now see here, b square minus 4ac is under a root. That means under root, if it is a positive value, then I will get a real value. And if under root, if it is a negative value, under root of negative value won't exist practically. They are complex, there is nothing but imaginary. Therefore roots will get as imaginary. Therefore if this b square minus 4ac by 4ac is positive, then I will get real values. And if by chance if this value is negative, then I will get imaginary values. And there is one more thing, that is sum of the, that is x1 plus x2 is always equal to minus b by a, and the product of the, that is x1 into x2 is nothing but c by e. Please remember this. Okay, now we'll see a few problems. Now we'll see the first problem. X square is equal to 36. Now same, x square is equal to 36. Now how can I solve this? I can send this x is equal to root of 36, that is nothing but x is equal to 6, which is a totally wrong way. If I do like this, I will get only one root. We actually can't solve in this. I should solve this in this method. That is x square minus 36 is equal to 0. X square minus 6 square is equal to 0, which is in the form of a square minus b square. That means a square minus b square form of what is it? A plus b into a minus b. Therefore, use that formula. What you will get? X plus 6 into x minus 6 is equal to 0. Therefore, x is equal to minus 6 and x is equal to plus 6. I will do in this method. Then I will get two roots. If I do in this method, I will get only one root. Now we will see one more equation. X square minus 12x plus 11 equal to 0. Now that I have to find the roots for this. I can find the roots of this equation by two methods. That is, one is by direct method, is formula. That is minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. That is, what is b? B is nothing but minus 12. What is a? A is nothing but 1. What is c? C is nothing but 11. Therefore, keep the values. What you will get? Minus into minus plus 12 plus or minus root of b square. B square is how much? 12 square is 144 minus 4 into what is a? A is 1 and c. What is c? C is 11 by 2 into a is 1. Therefore, my plus 12 plus or minus root of 144. 4 into 11 is 44 by 2. That is nothing but 12 plus or minus root of 100 by 2. That is nothing but plus 12 plus or minus 10 by 2. Therefore, I will take one root as x1 as 12 plus 10 by 2 and I will take another root as 12 minus 10 by 2. One time I am taking plus and one time I am taking minus. Therefore, what are the roots? 22 by 2 is nothing but 11 or 12 minus 10 by 2, that is 2 by 2 is nothing but 1. Therefore, the roots of this equation are 11 and 1. Now, I can solve this one in another method, that is by factorization. By factorization. Now, how can I say by factorization here? First of all, I have to take a into c. What is a into c? A is 1, c is how much? 11. Therefore, 11. Now, I have to factorize this one in such a way that if I add them or if I subtract them, I should get the b value. I should get the b value. Therefore, what are the factors for this? 11 into 1. 11 plus 1 is nothing but 12. Therefore, I can use that 11 into 1. Therefore, x square minus 11x minus x plus 11 equal to 0. Therefore, I am taking x common. X is equal to x minus 11 minus 1 I am taking common. If in this two I am taking minus 1. For x minus 11 equal to 0. Therefore, x minus 11 into x minus 1 is equal to 0. Therefore, x is equal to 11 1 root and x is equal to 1 root. If these equations are simpler equations, then I can solve by factorization. Or if not, if the equation is not simpler equation, then I have to solve by using the formula. Okay, now we will see one more question. Okay, x square plus 6x plus 9 is equal to 0. Now solve this equation. A into c is 9. Therefore, what are the factors for 9? That is 3 into 3. Therefore, I can take it as x square plus 3x plus 3x plus 9 equal to 0. I am taking x common, x plus 3, and here I am taking 3 common, x plus 3 equal to 0. Therefore, x plus 3 into what is another root? X plus 3. Therefore, what are the roots? X is equal to minus 3 is the root. Only one root. Here I am getting only one root. Therefore, if I find b square minus 4ac value, I will get as 0. And what is sum of the roots? That is x1 plus x2. The sum of the roots is nothing but minus b by a. Minus into b by a. B is how much? 6. A is 1. Therefore, 6 by 1 is nothing but how much? Minus 6. Therefore, from here what will we get? What are the roots? Root 3 minus 3 plus minus 3 is minus 6. Now, what is the product of the roots? x1 into x2. C by a. C is how much? 9 by a is 1. Therefore, c by is nothing but 9 by 1. That is nothing but 9. That is minus 3 into minus 3 is 9. Or I can solve this one by using the direct formula. That is from minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. I can solve by that method also. Now we will see last one more question. X square minus 3x plus 2 equal to 0. Last question of these quadratic equations. Same, 2 is the factor, therefore 2 into 1, therefore I can resolve as x square minus 2x minus x plus 2 equal to 0, therefore x is a common, x minus 2, here I am taking minus 1 as common, x minus 2 equal to 0, now x minus 2, x minus 2, again x minus 1 equal to 0, therefore x minus 2 equal to 0 or x minus 1 equal to 0, for x is equal to 2 or x is equal to 1. These are the roots of this equation. Or I can solve by direct method. Now we will see what is binomial expansion. What is binomial expansion? What is binomial expansion? See here, 1 plus or minus x whole power n, I can write this one as 1 plus or minus nx. If x value is very less than 1. Observe carefully what I did. 1 plus or minus x whole power n is nothing but 1 plus or minus nx. If I can write like this only if x value is very small, that means less than, very less than 1. Now we will see one example, then you will understand it. 1 plus 001 whole square. Now what is the value of this? 1.001 whole square. I can write this one as 1 plus 0.001 whole square. Can I write like this? Yeah, 1 plus 0.001 whole square is nothing but this value only. Now which is the form of 1 plus x whole power n, and where this x value is very less than 1. Therefore I can write this one as 1 plus nx. It is 2 into n is 2, x is nothing but 0.001, that is nothing but 1 plus 0.002, that is nothing but 1.002 is the answer. See how I use the binomial expansion, which is in the form of 1 plus x whole power n, I can write as 1 plus nx. If x value has to be less than 1, very less than 1, therefore 1 plus x whole power n, x is very less than 1, therefore you can use the binomial expansion, that is 1 plus nx. Now you can solve it. Now we will see one more question. 1 plus x square whole power 1 by 2, where x value is very less than 1. Now what is the answer for this? X value is very less than 1, they told to find the answer for this. Now we can use the binomial expansion. I am assuming this one as y is equal to x square. That means which is in the form of 1 plus y whole power 1 by 2. Now where y, if x is a small value, then y has to be very small. Why? 0.1 is small value. If I square it, I will get 0.01. That means if the value is less than 1 and if I am going on doing the powers, then the value will become more or less. Therefore 0.1 whole square is nothing but 0.01, which is less than x. Therefore same thing. Therefore y is also a small value. Therefore 1 plus 1 by 2 into y. For 1 plus 1 by 2 into what is x? It's nothing but y is nothing but x square. This is the answer. For this x 1 plus x square by 2 is the answer. Now we will see one more thing. 1 plus 5x square whole power 3. Now they told to find it. They told x value is very less than 1. If x value is very less than 1, then x square value has to be very less than 1. Okay, now I am assuming this one as y. Therefore what I can write? Y 1 plus y whole cube, and if x square is less than 1, then 5 into x square is nothing but a small value. Therefore y is a small value. Therefore I can write as 1 plus 3y. Therefore it's nothing 1 plus 3 into what is y? Y is nothing but 5x square. That is nothing but 1 plus 15x square. This is the answer. This I think this is clear how to use the binomial expansion. Now we will see the last problem, binomial expansion. G dash is given as g into r square by r plus h whole square. And they told to reduce the formula they told to reduce the formula and they told R is very very large when compared to H. R is very very large when compared to H. That means H by R is, what is the value of H by R? H is very small value and R is very large value. Therefore the whole value will become very very less than 1. Now see here. The 100,000 is greater than 1. Okay, we'll accept it. Therefore 1 by 1000 is 0.001, which is a very small value. The same thing here. R is very large when compared to H. Therefore H by R is always less than 1. Now we'll use that. Now see what I am doing. G dash is equal to G into R square by, I am taking R common. Therefore R plus is the equation. If I take R common, what I will get? If I take R common, 1 plus H by R. Now if it is a square, 1 R plus H whole square. Now what I will get? R into 1 plus H by R whole square. That means what I will get? R square into 1 plus H by R whole square. R plus H whole square is nothing but I took R common. And now I send R square, R common outside. Therefore R square into 1 plus H by R square. Now I am writing this one there. So what I will get? R square 1 plus H by R whole square. R square cancel. What is remaining? G by 1 plus H by R whole square. Now same with this one. 1 by A square. If I send this A square to numerator, what will become? A power minus 2. If I am converting the denominator term to the numerator, the power, the sign of the power will change. If it is plus 2, it will become minus 2. Now if it is like this, A power minus 4. Now say me, if I send this one to the numerator, the value will become, what is the value? A power, the minus 4 will become plus 4. The same thing, if I am sending this term into the numerator, what will become? It is G into 1 plus H by R. When this square goes to the numerator, it will become minus 2, which is in the form of 1 plus x whole power n, where x value h by h, x is nothing but h by r, n is nothing but minus 2. H by r is less than 1, therefore x is less than 1, therefore I can use the binomial expansion. I can write as g into 1 plus nx, 1 plus nx. Therefore n is how much? Minus 2 into x, that is h by r. Therefore nothing but g into 1 minus 2 h by r. This is a reduced formula for this formula. If this h value is very very small when compared to r, I can write this formula as this formula. If this h value is comparable with the r, then I have to leave this formula as like that. I can't reduce this. But if this h value is very very less than r, then I can reduce by using binomial expansion, and then I can convert this formula as like this. That is g into 1 minus 2 h by r. By this we completed the concept in quadratic equations and binomial expansion. In next video we will see some problems in these concepts. Thank you.